Good morning, boys and girls. Are you guys excited for another day of school? Oh, come on. You guys already forgot it's Fire Prevention Week.
Yeah!
Alright, that's what I like to see. Now, first, before we talk about fire prevention, we're going to review some of the things that we learned throughout the week, okay? Alright, let's start out with some simple questions. Now, who can tell me what planet we live on? Yes, Josh?
Mercury.
Mercury. Boys and girls, is that right?
No.
Okay, who knows what planet we actually live on? Yes, Luca?
Earth.
Planet Earth. Good job. Okay, now, who can count to 10 for me? Jax?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jax, that was perfect. That's exactly how you count to 10. Okay, now the mathematics. Can anybody tell me what 2 plus 2 is? Yes, Jake?
7.
7? Oh, Jake, that's close, but you're gonna have to pay a little bit more attention. Boys and girls, can any of you tell me what 2 plus 2 is? Yes, Bryce?
I believe the answer is 4.
Good job, Bryce. The answer to 2 plus 2 is 4. Very good. Now, on to spelling. Who can tell me how to spell the word cat? Josh?
D-O-G.
Oh, Josh, I think you got that mixed up with how to spell dog. Boys and girls, can any of you tell me how to spell cat? Yes, Maya?
C-A-T.
C-A-T. Very good. Did you hear that, Josh? You spell cat C-A-T. All right, good job. Okay, now for the last question. Who can tell me what noise a cow makes? Yes, Jake? Oh, Jake, that's a sound that a dog makes. Can any of you tell me the sound that a cow makes?
No.
Good job, Sophia. A cow definitely moves. Okay, well that's all the questions I had to review with you guys. Now we get to move on to fire prevention. Do any of you know the sound that a smoke detector makes?
Good morning, Mr. Jones. Maybe I can answer your question.
Ah, Seymour, it's so good to see you again. Welcome back. Thanks for helping us out.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Listen up, kids. When you hear the beep, 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 get on your feet. If you hear me chirp, that means I'm running low on batteries.
Very good. So you heard Seymour talk about how he has a battery that allows him to work properly. Well, eventually, this battery will run out and Seymour won't be able to warn you of smoke anymore. So, how many times a year should we change out that battery?
2.
Seymour, all the boys and girls are saying we should change the battery twice a year.
That's right, kids. A good time to change the batteries is during daylight savings time when you set your clocks back. And don't forget to test your smoke detector once a month.
Thank you, Seymour. We're going to make sure that we check our smoke detector battery once a month, and we're going to change that battery out twice a year. Thank you so much for coming today and helping us out with fire prevention, Seymour.
Mr. Jones,
Yes, Josh?
what are some other sounds of fire safety?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. There's lots of other sounds to fire safety and fire prevention. A couple of those include the sound of a fire truck and the sound that a firefighter makes when he has to go to an emergency. Hey guys, look! It looks like we have a couple of special guests that have come to help us with fire prevention. Can you guys say hello to Sparky the fire pup and firefighter in the feature? Guys, thank you so much for showing up today. You're going to make Fire Prevention Week the best. Boys and girls, do you notice the noise that Garrett's making as he came into the room? That's because he's got on special firefighter equipment that allows him to do his job safely if he ever is involved in an emergency. Now, do any of you guys have this special gear at your house?
No.
No. Do any of you have the special backpack that's on Garrett's back that allows him to breathe?
No.
No. So that's why we teach you guys to get out of the house as soon as possible and let Garrett go in with his special equipment so he can do his job. Now, does Garrett look a little different with all this gear on?
Yeah.
He does, right? Does he sound a little bit different? Okay, well, when Garrett takes off his gear, do you see that he's just a regular guy? There's nothing special or nothing scary about him now, is there?
Nope.
No. So, if there's ever a time where there's too much smoke or too much fire in your house and you can't get out, we don't want you to hide from Garrett. We want you to make a lot of noises so he can come find you, okay? All right. Garrett, is there anything you'd like to talk to the class about today?
I've got a pop quiz for you kids. What do you guys do if you find a box of matches or a lighter?
You tell a grown up.
You tell a grown-up and you stay away from it and don't touch it, okay?
Very good. That's great advice, Garrett. Lighters and matches both start fires, and they're very dangerous. So we don't even want you to touch them. We want you to leave them right where they're at and go tell an adult. Do you agree, Sparky? All right, very good. Thanks, Garrett. That was great. Now, Sparky, I noticed that you brought in a little poster with you. Well, that's cool. Can anybody tell me what the top of Sparky's poster says? Yes, Jax?
Sparky's escape plan.
Sparky's escape plan. Thank you for bringing that today. Boys and girls, you're going to notice that Sparky's escape plan is a picture of his house. And on this picture, there's a bunch of red arrows. And all those red arrows indicate 2 ways to get out of every single room in the house. Do you guys have 2 ways out of all your rooms? You do, good. Well, if you don't, go home and make sure your door opens and your windows open correctly with your parents so you can have 2 ways out also. Now, Sparky, all these arrows are going to the same spot. It looks like there's a big tree in your front yard. Is that right? Okay, very good. Sparky, is that big tree your special meeting place? That's outstanding. So, Sparky already has planned this out with his parents, and they both know that if there's an emergency in his house, he's going to go to his special meeting place. That way, his parents don't have to look for him. They know that if there's smoke or fire, they're going to find him outside at the special meeting place. So if any of you guys don't have this drawn up with your parents, go home and practice that tonight so you can safely get out of your house as well. Can you do that? All right. Sparky, thank you for bringing this example of your home escape plan. That is awesome. All right. So, boys and girls, we have one last question before we say goodbye to our special guest. If you have an emergency and you go to your special meeting place, or you just need an ambulance or a fire truck, there's a special number that you have to call. On the count of 3, I want you guys to show Garrett and Sparky that you've got this number memorized. Okay, count of 3, tell me the number that you call. 1, 2, 3.
911.
Good job. Sparky, are they supposed to call 911? Hey, looks like that was the right answer. Well, guys, that's the end of our class today. You did an outstanding job. Let's say goodbye to Firefighter McEachran and Fire Pup Sparky, and we'll see them next year for fire prevention.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.